going to talk about is how to tease your hair. So, if you're like me, when you hear teasing of hair, you kind of think of Dolly Parton from Steel Magnolias, but what we're trying to do is just a little bit different. Instead of going full out crazy big hair, we just want a little bit of volume without having to do a lot of extra work. So this is my hair now. All I've done is blow dry and straighten. My natural hair texture is wavy with a little bit of damage. My hair has been fried, dyed, and electrified, and my poor hairstylist really hates me. So this is what I do in my hair before I do anything else to it, just straight out the shower, a little bit of towel dry action, and then I go for Herbal Essence Curl Boosting Mousse. Now this mousse is really great and it's really affordable in that even though it's curl boosting, it holds its shape. So what I mean by that is if you straighten it using this, it's going to hold that straight shape. If you curl it, it's going to hold that curl. I like it better than your normal volumizing mousse because those tend to fall flat for me by the end of the day, and this won't do that. So really important when you're about to tease your hair, be sure you have enough product in there to sustain that teasing. The next thing that I put in my hair is Big Sexy Hair Blow Dry Volumizing Gel. I can tell a huge difference when I don't use this, even though it kind of makes your hair feel a little dry initially. It's really the only gel product that I found that really kind of just holds that shape. So those two together work really well for me. But I have really thick hair too. So if your hair is maybe not as thick, you might be able to get away with something a little less intense. The last thing I put in my hair is actually really, really affordable. It's about $2.99 at Walgreens. It's Suave Keratin Infusion. And I like this a lot better than a lot of the higher end oil-based products I've used, like from Redken or Bedhead or even Lonza. It makes my hair smooth without weighing it down. And if you're like me and you don't know what the temperature is going to be in your classroom from day to day, you could be at 80 one day and then 62 the next. It's real easy with humidity and heat and anything for your hair to just kind of go, and nobody likes sad hair. So what we're going to do is I have straightened. This is after the product. This is after the blow drying. And this is not the same way you would necessarily apply dry shampoo if you were just waking up out of bed. But the first thing that we do is, or that you need to do, is find out where you need to start teasing. You're always going to start at the crown, but it's going to be at different spots for different people. So how to find that spot is take a little comb and see where it naturally lays on your head without you having to hold it. And that's where you're going to start. So using the comb, you're going to start at the top and just start brushing out a small section. You don't need anything too big or too small. Just probably like 2 inches wide. And then take some dry shampoo. This is Batiste. It's really cheap. It's really affordable. And if you get it now, you can try it free. There's a mail-in rebate there. I like dry shampoo when I'm teasing because when you're teasing, essentially what you're doing is back combing, which is the same process that they use to make dreads, which I know sounds a little bit weird, but it's true. And what that calls for is just a texturizing spray. This is kind of the same thing as a powdered texturizer, only it's not as messy and it's a lot more user-friendly. You can use hairspray, but in my experience, my hair's so thick and sometimes it's really humid in my classroom. I need something that's going to absorb oil too, in addition to keeping its hold, and I found that this just works really well. So you're going to come here, just spritz that around, and then I'll move this up a little bit. Okay? While you're holding it up, start about halfway down the inch of your hair, or the strand of your hair you're working with, and just back comb it. You're just going to comb it straight down. When you get about half of your hair done, let it go. It's gonna look like this, that's okay. And then you're gonna come around and comb out the next piece. Same width, again, we're just working around the back of the crown. Spray, 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 spray. And just comb it down. Okay, so I know it's kind of looking a little faux hawkish, but that's exactly what we want. Okay, spray, spray, spray. Start about halfway down. Just move it on back. I usually do about 4 pieces just because I'm Southern, so I like a lot of body. If you don't want to look like you just went to a big hair party and you don't want to do as much, that's okay too. I'm just Southern. So after you get that top part done, you're going to come around and we're just going to kind of flip this back, and it's really movable. Then you don't want to forget about the sides. So grab one strand from the top of the side directly under the crown, spray it. Now you're not going to hold this part straight up, you're going to hold it out to the side. So come over here. You're just going to bunch, 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 bunch. Okay? Cute, right? And then move this stuff over. I like to work when I'm doing the sides from one side to the other, because otherwise I feel like I'll get more on one side than I do the other side. So spray, 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 spray. Just hold it out to the side. And scratch, 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 scratch. My arms get tired. But again, this is still easier than going through and hot rolling your hair. Oh Lord, my roots, Miss Joy, you better get me, sister. Okay. And this will probably be the last one I do on this side. Towards the front, I don't do as much just because, I don't know, then I feel like you kind of tread into that, your hair looking like a football helmet territory, and that's not something that I want to do. But if that's what you want, then go for it, girl. So spray, spray, spray. Come out to the side, bunch, bunch, bunch. What you're left with is something a little like this. Okay? Not cute. And I'll let you see the back. Now, the first time I did this, I was like, OMG, how am I gonna fix this? I look like the Hot Mess Express. But all you have to do is just take your fingers and just work through it a little bit. So just take it and break it up. Now, you don't wanna break up all of the teasing you've done because that kind of defeats the purpose, but you want it to look nice. Comb some of it back if you want to. It's really totally up to you. And it's kind of hard to see because I messed up my part earlier today. But you do have a lot more body than you normally would. So check it out, and you'll notice that, I don't know if you can really see it on the video, but back here it's definitely got a lot more lift to it. And the next step, if you want to, something that I do is I kind of just squirt some generic hairspray on my hair and just go underneath and lift up these front roots. It's gonna look a little poofy at first, but it'll fall out, you know, within 30 minutes. It won't be as dramatic. So that's just an option. But after you're done with this, just go over it one time with, again, some generic hairspray, and then you're really good to go. So again, this is really quick, really simple, really to the point, and especially on days where you're running late or you're tired, it's just quicker than hot rollers and simple and easy. So I hope you enjoy, and happy teasing.